Welcome to the Chapel of Unity and Reconciliation here at Christ Cathedral. On behalf of St. Joseph Health, its 22,000 employees, physicians, and many volunteers, we are so pleased to dedicate this chapel in honor of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange. Over the years, the sisters have served Orange County in multiple ways, through healthcare, through education, and through their tireless advocacy for justice. Their impact on our local communities is immeasurable. This is the history of a very humble group of women who have reached out, who have partnered with others in the community, and who have done everything they can to ensure for peace, justice, and compassion in this county. Almost everyone in our region has had their lives touched in some way by the work of these remarkable women. I know you will be inspired by their story.
Sisters of St. Joseph, we're 137 women strong. It's wonderful to be in this melting pot of Orange County, to be able to experience the cultures and to know that 137 of us from different walks of life, different life experiences, certainly family experiences, and yet coming together because of the same love of God, that same call to mission, and to our charism of unity and reconciliation. Our mission was started by Sisters of St. Joseph in Le Puy in Valais, France in 1650. From the moment we were founded, our charism was to go out into the city, divide the neighborhoods, find like-minded people, and meet the needs of those people. We haven't strayed from that mission from the day we were started as a congregation. Everywhere we've gone across the world, and then in the United States, that's been our mission. The sisters first came to Orange, California in 1922, but our original founding in California was 1912 when we were established in Eureka, California. And we came to Eureka from LaGrange, Illinois. Those sisters who came from LaGrange, Illinois to Eureka, they were young. They were 17, 18-year-olds, leaving a home, coming out west to a place that sounded very wild back then. Mother Bernard, with her foresight, looking at how will the congregation grow, she had received invitations throughout California to come and establish schools or hospitals, and she decided that they would accept the one from the LA Diocese at that time to come to Santa Ana. We found the Burnham Estate in 1922, and that's when the congregation moved to Orange, so we became the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange. When we first came to Orange, there were many opportunities and many challenges. First was really establishing a mother house. It was called the Burnham Estate. It was an old estate, and at the time when Mother Bernard purchased it, it was 20 acres. On the outside, it looked like it was a pretty nice estate. When you got onto the inside, it was run down and a lot of work needed to be done. There was a small pig farm on it, lots of orange groves, and some other farm animals. So when Mother Bernard and the sisters came, they immediately went to work on cleaning it, rebuilding, and making what was a farm estate into a place for Sisters of St. Joseph. And they did that all in 3 months. It was an incredible transformation with a lot of hard work from the young sisters, just rolling up their sleeves, scrubbing it down, rebuilding, and turning this into a place for their home and for their ministries. It was in 1915 when a pastor at St. Joseph's School in Santa Ana had heard of us and asked Mother Bernard, could he have some sisters to come down and help at St. Joseph School and get that started. And we did. And it flourished from there. We've been in so many different parish schools throughout Orange County.
Have a wonderful day and make it a very good day for each other by your words and your actions.
My name is Sister Kathleen Marie. I am a Sister of St. Joseph of Orange and currently principal at St. Joachim School in Costa Mesa. The charism of our community is that of unity and reconciliation. We try to weave that charism into the fabric of Catholic education throughout our days.
What I like about St. Joachim School is that we are all a family here and we just work really well together. Everyone knows each other, everyone's always supporting each other.
I always say, children add life to my years and years to my life, and I think that is true. And to know that I'm helping to form them, my life would be empty without that.
In 1918, there was a horrible flu epidemic, and the flu epidemic got to Eureka. And they asked the sisters, would you go care for the sick? And that's what they did. They weren't nurses, so they probably did nothing more than wash linen, feed babies, make chicken noodle soup, and probably put on mustard plasters. But at the end, the people in the community were very pleased with what the sisters had done. And that's how we got into healthcare. We opened St. Joseph Hospital in Eureka in 1920. After that, we got other requests, and we opened St. Joseph Hospital in Orange, I believe, in 1929.
As Sister Marion described, initially the sisters responded to a call in each community, which meant that they developed hospitals in multiple communities throughout California and Texas. In the early 1980s, they decided to bring those hospitals together under the umbrella structure of St. Joseph Health System. In Orange County at that time, St. Joseph Health System included St. Jude Medical Center in Fullerton and St. Joseph Hospital in Orange. Over the last several years, we've added 3 more campuses. We've added Mission Hospital in Mission Viejo. We also acquired South Coast Hospital in Laguna Beach, which we now refer to as Mission Hospital in Laguna Beach. And then last year, we did a very special relationship with Hope Memorial Presbyterian Hospital in an affiliation so that we could better meet the needs in Orange County.
There are 30 hospitals in Orange County alone, and 400 across California. I think there's a big difference between our hospitals and just any other hospital. The way that we care for people when they come to us is guided by our desire to heal not just the body, but also the mind and the spirit, and to bring people closer to their own spirituality. Whatever their faith beliefs, the intent is to try to get people to recognize that there's something greater than them, greater than us, at work in their healing journey.
The mission statement: to continue the healing ministry of Jesus in the tradition of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange by continuing to improve the health and the quality of life of those in their community.
Being a ministry is so much different, so much better in my mind than being a business. And what we do here in this community is we carry on the heritage, we carry on the traditions, we drive our mission and our values forward every day. And that's what it means to be a ministry of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange.
It's pretty remarkable to see the influence of the sisters on all 2,800 employees at Mission Hospital and Mission Hospital Laguna Beach. Extraordinary charism. It's contagious in the way their spirit moves, the way they infect not only the nurses and the care that's happening at the bedside, but their influence on the physician community is extraordinary as well. It's not a job, it's not a career, it's a true calling. Each and every day we get to touch lives. Each and every day we get to make people more whole.
Aside from our education footprint and our healthcare footprint, there's also a footprint in social justice. We have a voice as a congregation, and we have a standing in the community that allows us to be a voice for the voiceless. One of the programs I'm most proud of is one that Sister Eileen McNerney started, and it's called Taller San Jose.
Taller San Jose means St. Joseph's Workshop in Spanish, and we really help young adults, 18 to 28, who are really stuck and in trouble, and we do that through a 2-year relationship where we help them build job skills that allow them to get a job above minimum wage and develop relationships and educational goals that will carry them into the future. All of our programs have a lot of hands-on application of the industry work that they're going to need to do. And this, we feel, makes them very competitive, and we hear from our employer partners how prepared they are to come and actually be in a work environment. Their individual challenges that they face. Those are the rocks that the young people carry in their backpacks when they come through our door. For one, it might be childcare. For someone else, it might be transportation or no previous work experience, or someone who's previously been incarcerated and needs to overcome a background when looking for a job.
I actually recently just got released from prison, and I knew that I needed something to keep me stable. After I graduate, I will have skills that are marketable, skills that are in demand. Now that I'm here, I feel like I'm actually going somewhere, and I feel like I'm making those steps towards making sure that I don't end up back in prison. And God is good all the time, and He's helping me, and I know that He's going to help me see it through.
This isn't just about learning how to have an interview or write a resume. This is learning how to be a great employee, how to have a strong work ethic, be reliable, be trustworthy, be responsible in all aspects of your life. And I think that is really what makes Taller San Jose's young people stand out.
Spirituality is that which nurtures and sustains and enables the inner spirit of a person to come to life, to find its true, the best person that a person can be. We try to in all of our ministries, whether it's healthcare, education, spirituality, social services, whatever those ministries are, the sisters operate out of their spirituality. It's their relationship with God, the way that they experience intimacy with God and life in community, that then nurtures us and enables us to influence what we do in ministry.
When we talk about the Art of Spiritual Direction formation program, it's really a holistic program that forms men and women of all denominations, from all walks of life, who are feeling in their heart a tug to provide this ministry for other people. So what a spiritual director will do with you if you seek spiritual direction is they will walk with you on this journey to seek God. So your spiritual director recognizes that the primary relationship in the room is the relationship between you and God, and not a relationship between you and the director. So they're seeking to enliven that relationship, to make it stronger, to help you go deeper, to help you again to find God in all things.
I think people are searching for meaning in their lives, meaning and purpose and a sense of direction. And that's what spiritual ministries addresses. It's how do we each become our best self? And how do we make meaning out of the joys, the sorrows, the sufferings, the griefs, the realities of our world, our families, and our personal lives? And so the nurturing the inner life of a person, as well as meeting their human needs, makes all the difference in the world. This is about the respect for the person and how God really dwells within each one, whether they know it or not.
I was really fortunate to have the opportunity to be educated by the Sisters of St. Joseph from 2nd through 8th grade as well as college. And actually it was a Sister of St. Joseph who was the first person who ever brought me on a college campus and said to me, "You belong in a place like this." That quiet confidence, as well as an understanding that I had an important part to play in making the world a better place, are still with me today. My wish for the people of Orange County is that they continue to have the blessings of the sisters in their ministries, in their communities, and in their lives for many, many more years to come.
Our dear neighbor is not just the person that's down the block. We are in a global society now. I think the more we can see that, maybe the less war we'll have and a little bit more of helping one another. And what inspires me today are both the sisters that I am with now and the people that I've ministered with shoulder to shoulder, because they have the same passion and commitment as we do for making our world a better place, for forming and shaping young men and women to be global citizens, for helping people be well and healthy in body, mind, and spirit, and to look out at our world not just to see what's wrong with it, but celebrate what's right with it.